Give me a second. How long has this been mistaken? Okay. Let me double check if that's correct. Audio testing. Audio testing. Okay. Stretchy, stretchy. Oh, everything's horribly sore. Give me a second. I'll get the poll started. Thanks for stopping by! Exclamation point. I am paralyzed and my hands don't work. Full stop. Full stop. And my hands don't work. Mind leaving a like? Question mark. Liked! Exclamation point. And staying to chat! Exclamation point. Alrighty then, let's start the poll. And hopefully things are working. Just making sure that all my stream settings are correct. We are streaming out on both okay. Let's see. And we'll head to the face cam. Say hello folks, it's me, I'm Big Ed, I'm back. We're live. Right. Give me a moment until for me to check out if things are working on Twitch as well as on the tubes. It's working on Twitch as well as on the tubes, that is good. What do you mean it contains copyrighted lyrics? Okay, I guess that doesn't work. I think I sung too much of Guile's theme. Oh well. Alright, what was I working? I need to go to Discord. There we go. D-I-S-C-O-R-D. D-I-S-O-R-C-D. Wait. D-I-S-C-O-R-D. Let people know that I'm online. And share a bunch of various different things in my channel. Where's my channel? Let's go to announcements. Come on, hand. Come on. Copy. Paste. Delete the YouTubes. And copy paste the YouTube. Alright everybody, I'm live. Hello Discord. I am live. Just let everybody know. And I'm sitting up, so that's always good news. Everything is slightly slower on my end, physically, mentally. Alright. I'll just see what Suno has for me on the first pass. Give me a second. This is probably be the most sus thing. Ugh. Sounds horrible, doesn't it? What about this one? I probably need to do something a little bit less generic. Generique. I'm unhappy with that. And music back on. Audio check back on. Alright, we're back paying. We're black cancelled. Yeah, we're back playing Rogue Trader. You know what I need? I need coffee. I need more of that black liquid. Get me awakened, pumped up, and feeling a little better. Okay, so for those of you who are not in the know-how, no, great. Give me some time for me to process my brain a little bit. Well, what's going to happen yesterday or the day before was that I was going to sit up on the bed. Well, I did sit up on the bed, and I wanted to test sitting up on the bed for long periods of time, and whether if it's actually going to impact my ability to stream sitting up or not. And it is a bit tiring. Yep. Sunday was gassed me out slightly, but the problem with that is that it's Monday where I am, and the electric company said, hey, we want to come in and do some electricity things. And they said, we're going to cut off your electricity for a bit. And of course they're late, and of course they took their sweet time. And yeah, by the time that our stream was, by the time the things were supposed to be done, my stream was already over. Yeah, so wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much, electric company. Or, wait. What is the official term for it? No, I can't say the official term. It'll dox me. But anyways, governmental bodies and in convenient timings. Yeah. Give me a second. I think this is not a very good coffee. Yeah, it's not very good coffee, is it? It's working its way straight down my down to where I am feeling it physically. But we'll see. If it's bad coffee, it's bad coffee. But yeah. Hello folks, it's me. I'm Biggie and I'm back. We're live. We're playing some more Rogue Trader. And in the meantime, let's get more gaming out of the way. But before that, let's thank our members, Apilux Manta, Burton, Tauntaun, and our supplemental members, Yelenak, Rosan, and Ozor, for being members at the time of streaming, getting to watch vids early, cool badges, and emojis for whenever you comment. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more, click on the bell to get notified for when I go live, and yeah, hopefully you'll be able to enjoy the rest of the stream as well. That being said though, should I turn off this? Wait. I'm just needing to make sure that my preview is correct. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh. And we'll need to have some peace and quiet and wait until more people show up. But usually, because this is a weekday, it's going to be a little quieter than usual. That means I get to get my rogue tradering done. Bam, bam, bam. Right. So here we are in the anatomical opera. We have me, we have Ilette. And our two remaining characters are Cassia and Aogun. Let's go and find Cassia if we can. Yeah, let's go to the journal. Incident. And where is Cassia? Oh yeah, we wanted to Bella. Is it? Yeah, I think it's weapon skill. Still. Is it weapon skill though? Give me a second. No, these are specifically my sheets. So no. I'll need to double check. Where are you, Cabela? Death Cult Executioner. There you are. It's level 38 weapon skill and... Oh yeah, we're debating between Wound Streaming Blood and Power Armor. And it is a question of what we want for more of her character as well. Hmm. Yeah. She certainly could wear power armor. No, let's go ahead and pick this one, I guess. All right. And we need to go around and look for Nuncius and Cassia. And if I look at the journal, the worm churns. Yep.
What lies beyond?
More goods we could grab. There's the rest of Aegon's body. Mutilated bodies of prisoners. There's Nuncius. This body, unlike the other three, is devoid of modifications, at least those noticeable by the naked eye. The neck ends in an off-putting tangle of tubes, and the mouth on top is a not familiar serval skull. The homunculus creations show no signs of activity, but the human chest is rising and falling steadily, a semblance of life lingering in the cadaver. Examine the body. Body which Nuncius is connected to is a crude parody of a human being sewn together from various body parts. The hands with the long, graceful fingers appear to be a woman's. Angular feet suggested they came from a man of low birth. Powerful torso with its well-developed muscles. Belonged to a soldier or an aristocrat. Wow. Frankenstein together like a piece of music that I used from Suno. Beneath the translucent pale skin lies a network of dark tubes, running through the muscles and ligaments where you peer into the gaping trachea. Try to make Nuncius speak. Oh, okay. Examine the serval skull. It's weakened, but still responds to diagnostic litany. It is the contents of a skull. It contains only a micro-cogitator. Imperium standard set of manipulators and autoquill for log keeping. Translucent opalescent liquid oozes from the hoses connected to the skull body. Open access to the latest log entry. Not authorized, access denied. Authorization of unit Aegon Fabris required. Nuncius. Litany of maintenance. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Hooray for body horror everywhere.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy, mana. Great of you to join me from the whatchamacallit side. From the...
I am home once more.
Hooray! From the Twitch side. I am sitting up on the bed again today as a trial. Yep. Also, just maybe a bit of a quick reminder that we have the groups set up already. So that's pretty cool. Yep, we have the group set up already for the warrants of trade. You can go tomorrow will be the first of the group A votings. So it's probably worth you go. Usually, I think it's going to be, what time is it? 6, maybe 7 hours from now. So you should have all day tomorrow to vote for Group A. I'm trying to set it up so it's the timing of the when the polls go up happens at the same time on the same day. So it'll be somewhere in the morning for you and somewhere in the evening for me. So there's that. But tomorrow's group will be Chun-Li, Kimberly, Laura, and Falca. And the reason they're grouped like this is because I used a very complex series of seedings and stuff. So so the as a thing, the way I seeded this was that I used so I used Google Trends for the 5 years and ranked them by search relevance, right? And after that, I put them in a seed order, and then I used what's called a snake seeding, I think, where you put the top member of the group. So Chun-Li was number 1. No, I actually shouldn't say this, but you can see that Chun-Li was top seed, Cammy was second, Juri was third, Sakura was fourth, right? So they went into different groups, and it went all the way down to Group H, and then from the Group H, number 9, and then backwards up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8 into Group H, all the way to Group H, and then 9, 10, 11, 12 back over here. Then this Rose was 13th, Ibuki was 14th, Makoto was 15th, Kimberly was 16th.
I shall not miss the voting.
Yep. Laura is 17th, Lily is 18th, C5's 19th, Karen's 20th. You know, like that. That's what's called snake seeding. Is what they use to make it instead of just random seeding and using pools. That's the one way to make it very, very fair. It is the most fair, quote unquote, but but by the way it's going, Chun-Li is actually heads and shoulders above everybody in a long while, by a mile. But it is just looking like Chun-Li will. But you know, these things you never know. There could always be an upset. And right, Kibela has joined us. And when we last left off in this theater, Nuncia, we'll see here that Nuncius is actually just a we've confirmed, according to our dude here. Okay, so I'm gonna
In this
F5.
tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
The Arc Mechanitor. That. Yeah, here he is. The Arc Machinator. According to him, Nunchus was just a floating skull with a micro cogitator. Didn't have any functions to speak at all.
Oh
Or,
my.
yep. So he was a microcogitator. He didn't have any uh, functions capable of things. He's just basically a flying notebook. That's all he is, and then everything else was just the whole Castaway Wilson thing from where it's just a reflection peering into the skull. Whatchamacallit style. Hamlet style.
Turbantius here looking like he belongs in Fear and Hunger.
Yes. Can I take the Space Marines you keep in the cage? No. If you wish to continue wasting my time with predicting whining specimen, you know the price. Pay up or get up. Tell you with my own flesh. Okay. Fresh spinal. I think. Oh my goodness. I think there should be some sort of trigger warning. But I mean, it's bodily horror, and getting spinal cord surgery from an arc machinator. It would be, well, to be fair, if he would grace me with the ability, uh, with whatever ability he has on me right now, that would be nice. But wow, relevancy, my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'll definitely succeed with him. Helpless. What use is there in letting you live? Let's go and grovel to him. Grovel, grovel, grovel. Bone key. I must take my leave.
Wow, Marvel Rivals added the hood.
Ooh. My goodness. Actually, let me just double check the quests and make sure that I didn't pick the worst option here.
Such a C-list character LOL.
Well, he's not a. Well, they probably went with the whatchamacallit approach. Marvel Snap approach. Wait, why is everything slow? Okay, let me try
The hood
turning
is
on.
basically some random crook who got in possession of a demon-possessed cloak and now uses it to be an anti-hero kinda.
Yeah, he's very whatchamacallit, susfully sus, like what's the dude's name? So similar to Red Hood.
This galaxy is my playground.
In Marvel Rivals his ULT he turns into the demon, which is apparently the gun devil LOL.
Oh my goodness. To find Aogun first and convince him to join. And wait, the chasm. Yep. Champion. Okay. We found the Maestro of Flesh. The incident. Oh, that's Nomos's things. Yeah, we'll see if we could bring him back together. Could we put Aogun back together again? Pitiful scrap of living creature, most of the techniques augments, have been roughly torn from his skull, and his ragged edges of his shredded scalp reveals glistening white bone. Everything below the chin is gone. Nothing remains but a segment of augmented spine, resembling a bloody spike with wires and tubes sticking from it. Manipula's grayish lips could barely move, deprived of lungs. His once resonant voice is reduced to a low whisper. Medicaid mechanandrite interfaced with central nervous system. Spleen tucked in left hypochondrium. Behind stomach, organic right lung. Left lung connect with the trachea via bronchi. Heart 4-chambered augmented medical mechanandrite interface with several... Oh my goodness. He's slowly trying his best. Aogun is certainly an interesting... Well, it's like a complete foil to the Maestro.
He is trying to fix himself.
Probably, yeah. He's a complete foil to the Maestro, right? He's like the human equivalent of it. Let's see. What happened to you? A peculiar life-based rogue trader. I've gone from experimenter to test subject. My esteemed colleague has given me this imperfect form in order to transplant me into his prepared specimens. He seeks to prove that his skills in genetics and argumentation surpass mine. Oh my goodness. Aogun! Would you please put your ego aside for a moment? Would you really call Tarantius an esteemed colleague? It galls him beyond measure.
Even in this state, he is still sassy.
Yep, he's still a sassy baka. Why are you reciting organs? So as not to forget what I am. I have to piece myself back together when I get out of here. If I get out of here. What bodies was Terventus connecting you up to? A modified Slith, one of his Dukari kin, a chimera created from a human, the exact construct of which remains a mystery to me now. When you arrived, I was contemplating methods of recreating multi-component servitors of this kind. Oh, wow. Describing unusual tools, except the ability to think. Wow. He is unsurprisingly similar in a similar condition to where I am, or where I was post-surgery. I wasn't even able to talk post-surgery because I had to put me up with a respirator until the first week. You know, to make sure that I was okay. That I could still breathe properly. Oh, but the first week without the respirator was hell. Well, the respirator was kind of hellish. Because I can't talk. have the friggin' pipes stuff through me. Once I removed it, I was like drowning about almost all the time. Whenever I wanted to fall asleep, it feels like drowning. Okay. You're so deliberately provoking the homunculus. Why? Knowledge of supreme value for our research. This state allows me to gather fresh data on Xenos biology and to analyze it from a personal perspective. One must not ignore such a source of information. That is why I took it upon myself to pander to the vanity of my esteemed colleague. Well, his experiment is designed to make you suffer as much as possible. It is constant suffering, Rotator. You are right, but it is much my only chance to survive, which is better, an end to suffering or suffering without end. Well, it's dilemma. I chose the latter. The homunculus loses scientific interest to me. He will destroy the failed subject, but while I am still alive, I can learn, even in my current state. What happened to Nuncius? He suffered the same fate I did. He was connected to an experimental specimen to force him to speak. He endured his torment stoically without uttering a word. Cervantes maybe watched the entire process. Okay. Good news, the homunculus is willing to grant you freedom. However, he demands an apology and acknowledgement of his genius. Out of the question. Is it really just so hard to say what Cervantes wants to hear? Yeah, take a page from my book. Every word carries a cost. To say what he demands would be to surrender to Xenos. A betrayal of the Omnissiah and everything I stand for. It would mean selling my dignity for my very soul. I'd rather perish. What's wrong with your dignity and soul? You understand that this is the only way to set you free. No, not the only way. There's liberation in death as well. Prepared to give you a rational argument as to why you should agree to this. Any deception of the enemies of humanity is virtue. You don't have to mean the words. Or the logical one. Pride is a flaw that has doomed many a wise man. The knowledge and research perish along with them. Do you really wish to share their fate? Or, the weight of your death will mean more than Nuncius can bear. You really go through with this, knowing you'll leave him all alone.
Iogen is so fun even though I'm not a fan of his design. His design reminds me of these bloated caster enemies from Diablo 3.
I know what you mean. But I do love Manipulus designs. I love the imperfections. He reminds him of me at a certain point. I think this one is the most Kefka. Stain my soul with filth. For enough of humanity warrant no sacrifice and dignity, make Omnissiah grant absolution for my weakness before the foe. Speak. I offer my sincerest apologies, homunculus. Your mastery is far beyond my own. I should never have doubted that fact. Oh, finally, I hear the shred of reason from your lips, you miserable creature, but you lack zeal. Repeat it once more loudly, so I may catch your babbling without any interference. Do as he asks, Iogen. Okay. You move from simple reasoning to objective facts and you still fail to state the conclusion. Do it then. Admit that you are a mentally deficient non-entity who is the entire body of knowledge, nothing but a pile of dubious guesswork and foolish rituals. Oh my goodness, this is going to end badly, isn't it? Yep. Stop. We admit it. Your supremacy is absolute. Uncertain what gave you the impression you're entitled to raise your voice, but insolence is amusing. His words, however, are not. These conversations become tedious. The heap of metal and scrap metal so highly, I will order it reassembled. Never speak of it to me again. Okay. Hooray! Guess who's back? Back again. Aegon's back. Tell your friend. Aegon's back. Aegon's back. Aegon's back.
A new experiment.
Huzzah.
Ready to serve the machine god.
Mm-hmm. And now, what do we give Aegon in terms of levels? I decided to go against power armor, though. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I mean, I decided to go against power armor for Cabela, even though it sounds cool. Oh yeah, we want to give him a little bit of ballistic skill, right? And not this forge world thing. That's here. Echo Pulse. Stacks equal 10% of damage dealt. Okay. And what else are we doing? Wait, can we not reach that area there? No. The question is, where's Cassia?
Anything to advance the quest for knowledge.
I can't remember which dialogue. I think she's gone elsewhere, according to him. But where is this elsewhere?
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Do. Okay. Let me look at the reunion quest specifically. Fury in Chains. Okay. Okay. Understood. but there is a couple. It's weird. Is she outside somewhere then?
One of my friends has become hooked on Scum 2 LOL.
Oh, which XCOM? Oh, XCOM 2. Okay. Which is an interesting game to play, to say the least. Because we do have our, we do have a bunch of Street Fighter characters in there, don't we?
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed. They all will see.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's save. And let's see. Wait. I cannot pay now. All right. Fine. I guess that's the debuff. I see. Okay. The thing is, there's a bunch of right. Okay. There we got a bone key. I must take my leave. Right. But we ran out of specimens to give him. I need your help. An adherent dogmatic. Okay. Even a heretic or non-human can with a profane blade in the blood of enemies. A true warrior, meaning does not fight for the gratification of trophies. Yep.
You speak well. I have heard these bookish words many times before, but this is the first time I have heard them spoken with such resolve. I see that you believe in them, that you live by them. I respect that. I will help you. Let no one say that I forgot my duty to the Allfather.
Okay.
It seems Tervantius is not as clever as he likes to appear if he's letting me out of the cage. The joke is on him. Good steel I have already. But if we are going hunting. I will need my wolf skin. What did you say your name was?
I am Kefka Palazzo von Valencia's bearer the war. Okay. Abelard, announce my name.
Abelard, introduce us to the Wolfman.
Right. And there he is.
Speak, Ed Fatter. Whose innards need take leave of their gut?
And make sure you do the dance this time, Abelard.
Allfire joins us at level 20. My. Okay. So Allfire is super dogmatic. Of course he is, because he's friggin' a space marine, right? Let's read his. Few men can match the glory of the space wolves, the fierce and proud sons of Lehman Rus. Bloodthirsty hunters from the world of Fenris. Alfar set foot on the warpath many decades ago, and a trail of blood has stretched out behind him ever since. He entered every battle with a triumphant howl, for there is no fear of death for those saga who were eventually sung by his brothers in the Hall of the Great Wolf. His violent temper and boyish desire for glory and boasting have not been cooled after these years of fighting, not by the ordeal of his being held captive at Darkseid Komora, and having joined the Rogue Trader's retinue, Alpha has resumed the writing of his saga in the Corona's expanse, and the enemies of humanity tremble at the sounds of his battle cry. Unfortunately, not romanceable, because, yeah, but if you know anything about Space Marines lore, they aren't capable of reproducing. I do believe that. I think there have been as specimens of manly men that they are, they're not actually capable of whatchamacallit.
They aren't.
Yeah. Yeah. They kinda aren't able to do that. Okay. So looking at it as he's a soldier. He does have run and gun, revel and slaughter, firearms mastery. He has arch militant. Alright. Too bad we're not gonna use him very much. But he's so fun though. But
some stories that feature Space Marines going rogue just because they want a quiet life has them end up with a family.
Yep. But they've basically already given up their life
So it's a sort of Space Marines can't reproduce until the author says they can.
Ah, okay. Ballistics. Run and gun. And ballistics. And then wildfire. AP plus ballistics. Always ready ballistics, and then wildfire. Okay, so he's going to be pew pew. This is just like another Argenta. Yeah. And recommended bolt weapon expert. Followed by that, it is athletics. Yep. Broad expertise. Yep. Toughness. Fenris says Brutal Hunter. Death World characters gain plus 50% critical hit chance against targets with bleeding effect. Wow. Okay. And according to this, they recommend Arms Master. Killing an enemy with a melee attack makes an Archmilitant's range attacks this turn cost -1 AP, and vice versa, does not stack. Okay.
Fenris is an icy hellscape that has no wolves.
Ah, ironic. And
That
then...
is a meme. Ha.
Hi, Louis.
Hi Louise.
Athletics. We're leveling up our characters, so give us a second. And agility. Oh man, I'm sitting up for once, and hopefully I'll be able to sit up for the rest of the stream. Give me a second while I steady myself a bit. Yeah, steady superiority 4. Next. And then, oh,
At Pamon's son, you successfully redeemed Kyle for 5 LP. You see, the Space Wolves gene seed is one of the more unstable ones. While many Space Marines have a high chance of the gene seed not working and perishing the Marine, the Space Wolves have the highest odds of it failing. Hiya Pamon. Hand pink waving. I made a meme.
hi, Palmond. Hi, Luis Mendoza memes making. But and also, Palmond, you are here for the event of the summer. I'm making an announcement in about 6, maybe 7 hours, 6, 7. We are actually going to have a starting polls of which character,
67,777.
which Street Fighter character will be the next one I'm playing in Rogue Trader. I've seeded them into 8 different groups. Here's the first 4.
1,337.
You see, Palmond, that's the difference between a Gen Z meme and an Unk meme. But yeah, we've seeded some groups. These are the first 4, and
I'm lag 6.
yep,
Asterisk lagging.
yep. But as you can see here, we have Chun-Li, Kimberly, Laura, and Falca, or the first set. I'm only using characters that have appeared in the Street Fighter main games. So there's 30 in total, now including Yasmin, who's in Group C. And we are... Oh, wait. I'm not sure if you can actually see this from the vertical stream or not. If you're watching from the
I'm
horizontal...
going to be a member soon.
Yep, hopefully. No need to be... whatchamacallit. No need to be obligated to do so. But feel free to do so.
What character can I pick that screams down bad?
Just pick whichever. Just pick whichever. The poll's gonna go up on my communities tab. Anyways, so feel free to go check on that whenever you can. And if you're on Discord, Palmond, then you'll see me link the various different polls in the announcement tab. So, yep, I'll keep my announcements. Yep. With that being said, though, first set will be Chun-Li, Kimberly, Laura, and Falca. Laura's probably the one who's most down bad of all these gals here. But then we also have, what's her name? Cami, Makoto, Lily, and Julie for the second group. We'll see. And it's not top 1, but top 2 that passes on to the next scoring round. So, yeah. Okay, we'll go awareness. Flash fire.
However, the Space Wolf gene seed doesn't fail in the way of just offing the Marine, but may turn them into a feral wolfman monster.
Ah. Agility. Combat Master. No melee superiority bonuses. Next up is Reckless Rush. Lets him run. I guess Alfar would be the other character that uses power armor.
When this happens, the rest of the Space Wolves often just throw them out into the wilderness to either be a test for a future recruit to fight, or sometimes they herd them and use them like feral shock troops.
Ah, that sounds fun. Dependable. Bonus to armor. Cautious approach. Confident approach. And perception awareness. So he's going to be the off-tank.
A community in joke manifested called "There Are No Wolves on Fenris," implying that all the wild wolves on Fenris are actually just the mutated failed Space Marines.
Adaptability. Perception. Yeah, it's unfortunate that he's just not very good. I think Argenta's stronger. Grenadier. And superiority 2. And now as exemplar levels. Yep. Not changed much, unfortunately, as Alpha tends to get excluded from DLC power creep. Still a soldier trying to be a warrior with no rate of fire gear. Area talents do apply to your melee. Yeah. I'll go with peak condition. Bonus to strength equal to 20% of maximum wounds. And then it's swift slaughter. Next up is athletics and critical versatility. Next up is ballistics and swift movements. Yeah, that's probably it. Okay. We're almost at level 39 now as well. Yikes. We're going to have to do leveling stuff again soon. Ooh. You're one of the only few people with actual extra strength. So let's look at your inventory. Oh, look at the size of you, buddy. Man. Okay, what is your weapon set? Let's start off with... Okay, there you do have your wolf skin. Yep. Plus 20 strength. Red wolf skull. No, let's look at your weapons first. Right? Make sure we sort weapon. And... I start his bolt pistol. Yep. I start his chainsword. Yes, please. And what is the other one? Bolter? Yep, so there's no weapons he needs to change into. But let's look at his accessories then. There's his red wolf skull. Ah, yeah. Ah, yes. And we have wolf skin. Wolf pelt cloak. And we need... Oh, no. I don't think we have anything for you in this slot.
If you couldn't tell, space wolves like wolves.
Ha! Hmm.
They actually have freezing plasma guns, which is cool.
Missionary Oath, Relics of Unknown Saints. There's nothing for him in this slot yet, but it's recommending Book of War Prayers and Secrets of the Forerunner. Battle Plan. There we go. Look at that. Secrets of the Forerunner really is made for Alfar. Because it says, if the wearer's characteristics of any more than 100 and all other ones that less than 90 increased by 10. Look at his athletics, my goodness. Okay. No, nothing else yet. because we don't have the book. And for other items, we have free granadas, so let's just put all the free granadas. Let's use force granada, that's free. Crack granada. Fire granada. Mental damage. Stun granada. Yeah. And I'm gonna go and check on Cabela's equipment. Is she up to date as well with her equipment? Mechanicus respirator. Spinner's breastplate. We need... Wait. A med kit. Both types. And accessories. We go with Anatomist helmet amulet now. Because Kefka's build is now different. No, we don't have Pack of Regents with us, right? No. So I guess this one is best for now.
The Space Wolves are fairly fun. They don't have too many stories to their name, but the ones they do have are pretty nice.
Wait. Oh, the Pack of Regents is the cloak. That's silly of me.
Of all the Marines, the Wolves are most likely to hang out with guardsmen and share a drink to brag about their deeds.
There it is. Okay. Crimson Oblivion is the what? What is this thing for? Gloves. Okay. And it's either skirmisher or fencing boots now.
They care quite a bit about the civilian population, just like the Salamanders. One of their most noteworthy stories is the Months of Shame book series, where they came to blows with the Grey Knights.
Ooh, I love this fencing boots. Where it parries us to the sword, immediately counterattack, causing them to be staggered. Okay. And the sword will be sharpened venom blade and black haze venom blade. Let's put all of these in the cargo.
A human planet was invaded by demons and the Space Wolves and Grey Knights showed up to fend them off. Afterwards, the Grey Knights wanted to purge the population in case of any chaos corruption amongst them. The Space Wolves said heck no, and the two fought about it. I guess we'll go with this for now. Black haze and what's the other venom blade? It's either Severed Hand, 1421. 15 is not as good. I think the Cabalite Venom Blade is stronger, right? Because we don't have the whatchamacallit, sharpened Venom Blade yet. But we're also looking for the Bloodthirster. Where's the Bloodthirster? There it is. Each hit decreases target's weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength, toughness, and perception. (16 to 25), and this is 18 to 25. Okay. What is next? The thing is, I can't remember where Cassia is. Nah. I don't know what else we need to do. I'm gonna save here, just in case we need to return to this spot.
There's just a bunch of goods everywhere. But yeah.
Loot those bodies.
Loot that
Patience!
body.
My nerves are frayed!
Do we return into the arena then? I'll look up the Guido again regarding reunion. Okay. But here's the thing about this place. If I remember correctly, whoever you bring here has a bunch of very, very different dialogue options and things that we will learn.
What lies beyond?
Also, the most notable thing about the Space Wolves is their sheer hatred for Psychers. They really don't like Psychers and take the
One
Imperium's no
step
Psycher
at a
rule to heart.
time, amidst the madness.
Oh, Eogan, get over here. Okay, he's just the slowest. Bella.
For we are thy blades, washed in blood and darkness. For we are thy wings, broken.
Which is funny,
and
because they have
featherless.
shamans who use
When
Psyker
the
powers,
crimson
but the
flood
Space Wolves
comes,
consider that to be
and the
totally
river
different
of
because
death
those shamans are
flows.
totally drawing on the spiritual
Guard
power
us
of Fenris
from
and not drawing upon the
weakness.
spirit realm that is the
Burn
warp.
away the fear and despair that stain our souls, for they are thine to claim.
Ah, poor Cabela. She's shaken. Okay. Anyways, here's me going off.
Sorry to interrupt, Kybella.
Yep. Here's a little interesting thing that I have been racking about, going about my head. I was saying, if we're gonna do a JoJo reference, what would be a great way of having the Battle Brothers be kind of like JoJo adjacent? And I said, oh no, we can't have Battle Brothers be psychers. Not in the Death Watch, right? So the only way I could reconcile that is to have an what if alternate versions of them in the Grey Knights. That would make it make sense somewhat. I guess. Wait, this is Fury in Chains. I was looking for.
The Grey Knight duo based on Joseph and Caesar LOL.
Yep. That. Oh, okay. No. I mean, we have the Grey Knights, and I went off on a tangent of coming up with the 5 battle brothers in the Grey Knight squad going up against a bunch of Emperor's Children equivalents that would be their foil, you know. Yeah, but I was, just give me a second while I'm looking for. Wait, she ran away? Didn't he say? So after the second arena fight, then.
Howdy howdy.
Wait, who's the other howdy howdy? Is it Breads? Yeah, it is. Hiya, Breads.
Hiya breads.
You wish to speak with me?
Just checking in.
You. That sounds so strange, considering how many me's were made. Can you be sure you were talking to the same woman you were close to? For all you know, you left her body lying there in the Xenos' cage, where we died and rose to profane life so many times over.
Give me a second. Profaning life many times over, you say? Give me a moment. It requires the meme. Where are you, my instance? Um Nope.
And now, just when I need the blood-spun web
LOL.
the most, my family, my pillar, is so far away. I didn't notice it at first. This cold that cloaked my shoulders and has been weighing them down ever since we came to this dark city. The cold of solitude. Everything around me feels wrong, repulsive to my nature.
Yeah.
But you don't feel this petrifying fear, do you? Your world and the world of the Xenos aren't all that different, are they? Both are full of duplicity and masks that cover fake aspirations and a hunger for pleasure.
What's the matter with you? How can you compare the Emperor's servants to the enemies of humanity? Or am I beginning to want? It's true, Cabela is still out of that cage. Or I won't help to get you. Number 3 is so mean, isn't it? Wait. Let me just
It is kinda.
yeah. Okay, number 3 is so mean. But let me just look at the companion quests. Wait. Hmm. Damn it. Where are my companion quests in this? Ugh. Never mind.
I've seen those you call his servants. Not one of those souls spends their every waking hour trembling at the thought of their duty to him. Empty talk and base delights. That is all they toil for.
Oh, she's so damn dogmatic.
Our bond, Domin. Our bond was a mistake. I can't pass this trial because my thoughts are distracted by pointless worries. My grief is all the bitterer for knowing the truth.
Oh, so edgy.
Though worry for you stabs at my mind without remit, yours is occupied with thoughts of another. The one you've tied yourself to, in the same way we are bound.
Is she jealous of me fraternizing with another?
Venai Cassia, I've seen the way she looks at you.
Ah, yes,
the
she
way
is.
You look at her. You crave her fluttering soul. Why? Is it because it's so easy to break?
Oh my goodness,
She gonna go Yandere.
she jelly. She is jelly.
The evasive Viljai is not your equal, neither in soul nor in thought. Her shallow words and farcical deeds are but a colourful shell that cannot conceal just how little remains of her teetering faith.
Oh, he's gonna munch a Solomon too, isn't she?
The very orchestrator of our
Oh.
capture, Vil Irliet. Your bond is but one of the reasons why we couldn't foresee the betrayal. And you would trust her with your shadow? Let her breathe the same air we do?
Oh dear. She's gone full yandere.
Amic Solomon, keeper of the law. Do you stay so
Yeah, he's
close
mentioning
to him
Solomon too.
because you fear his verdicts? You fear in vain? Only the undying one may judge you.
She jelly. She so jelly.
Whatever has stretched the thread between us, we must stop it. It blurs our reason, robs our thoughts of their cold clarity, makes us lose the path. Through the labyrinth, the Vizier told us.
Neither Komora nor anything you say can change how I feel about you. I want to be with you. Do you understand?
I must return to the labyrinth, perform the dance, spin new threads, remind myself of the blood-spun web, restore my spirit. I will make this journey by myself. I'm sorry, but I need some time alone, Domin.
Okay.
You came back from the dark, Elentark? Unharmed.
How are you?
My body has already healed. The wounds of the soul will heal one day too. For suffering is a part of our life, not unlike love and fear and the desire to learn. The paths help the children of Asurion to endure any spiritual upheaval. And you, Elentark, did not allow me to stray from mine. For this, I am grateful.
Yeah. We're gonna bang. No, just
And yet, neither rest nor our reconciliation can soothe the savage turmoil in my soul. Kruderak is lost. We are trapped. And the truth remains as hidden from me as ever it was. What happened to my kin? What happened to my world? And why did my dark cousin tell me less than he knew?
what happened to you after the trial then?
I was meant to share your fate, Elentark. and vanish in the Dark City's rotting underbelly. But the Fleshmaster gave a different order. His twisted mind was beset by a question. Could a child of Asurion be saved from the gaze of she who thirsts with intense re-education? By replacing the influence of my spirit stone with the heady tang of pain that nourishes the followers of the dark ways?
Precious psychoreactive crystals worn by living Asuriani. They began as a waystone to strippers to capture their wearer's soul at the moment of death, thus becoming spirit stones. Okay.
I donned the executioner's mantle.
So she actually tried to
They
become a
allowed me to
druggery?
keep my spirit stone in exchange for the suffering of others. I survived, prayed for Asurion's mercy, and hoped to escape before the stone cracked under the torrent of pain and terror assaulting my soul. Before the experiment was complete.
The court decided that to let her live on the condition that she be experimented upon to see if an Eldari could be converted into a Drukhari.
Not here. The words of my truth.
First time ever having to explain myself like this to you, but more than anyone deserves to know the truth. I understand how unworthy I am in your eyes. This may sound like a ridiculous excuse, but I do not want to betray you, Kefka. I really wish to learn about the truth about Kudurok's demise and find my kin. And when I saw the shard of my world in your dwelling, the trophy mounted on the wall, I was beset myself with fear and rage. And when a dark cousin whispered in my ear, and he knew the answers to my questions, I made a mistake. I trusted my kin. And fearing that you might refuse me, if you knew where I had been getting my orders from, I simply asked you to direct the ship to a particular system. Did it trust Marazai? No, of course not. I thought he spoke of my kin's location to crush my soul, that he wanted me to go there and find only death instead of them, but hope for the better, prevailed over my faith in you, Elantok. Filled with hope, the thought never crossed my mind that single thread, forever slipping from my grasp, would lead you to the very heart of the Dark City. I'm sorry, Kefka Palazzo, and I wanted you to know that. Your faith in me? Did I hear that right?
Well, there is Wyvrain, who started out as a druggery witch, then ran away and became an Exodite, then found herself onto a craft world and joining it, then later became a Harlequin, which led to her becoming a Wynari.
I am now very in tune with Ivrain now. Okay, here's the thing. There's a what's the word? An idiom over here in Thailand called a man of three churches, and is probably that's the least that's a word of somebody who has been through many faiths and is not trustworthy. Or there's another one that's called a rat with wings, a bird with ears and a rat with wings. That refers to bats, or basically people who shift alliances depending on the situation. And those are the least trustworthy. I don't like being labeled as a man of three churches, but I am literally a man of three churches because I was born Catholic in a Buddhist country where I go to both Buddhist and I go to both Buddhist events and Catholic events because of the nature of the way things are done in the family. And I married into Islam. So I am literally the man of three churches. So I have a certain, whatchamacallit, I have a certain understanding of what Ivrain's like. Kindred spirits. Try everything. A Renaissance man. No, that's not what a Renaissance man means. Maybe experience every single thing.
You should check out her books.
I see. I understand why you did that, and I forgive you, I guess. But this is just so that we could get her to romance us. You are unable to meditate. It's crushed. It's loss of Kuda Rock, the Horse of Komra. Unable to reach inner world because of anguish or madness. Every story has a tragic ending. Are you able to regain your powers now? I didn't know. I wish I could embrace you and give you your comfort, but I cannot. But you cannot bear human touch. Not gonna bear Ellen talk, but the fact you remember this and respect my feelings is a great deal to me. Yeah. I guess I cannot help with meditation, but I am prepared to stay with you and share the silence. Forget about the horrors of Komra, it'll be for a little while. Yep. In silence you can hear our heartbeat, the music of the soul. Please share this wordless song with me, Kefka Palazzo. Right? I'll just sit with her for a bit. Okay. Oh, we could talk to Malice to continue our story, I guess. There, gun.
Tech Ravager! That damned Xenos fancies himself an expert in matters of secret engineering. Oh, Messiah, grant me clarity of thought and cool the righteous fury in my synapses. What could a Xenos possibly know about the mysteries of machine spirits? His impoverished mind cannot grasp the importance of maintenance rituals, nor can it perceive that machines are not soulless lumps of metal. Rogue Trader, I demand that the blasphemous hands of this marvel of mediocrity, this utter ignoramus, be amputated at the first opportunity.
Oh my goodness, Aogun, I love you. Oh my goodness, chef's kiss. Love his character so much. Are you well?
My physical
Yogan is so fun,
integrity has
LOL.
been restored. I had to closely inspect my flesh and augments, purging the Xenos corruption from everything I could. But I fear that the only way I can expel the foulness is by performing purification rituals on the ship under the holy machinery of the Sector Bionica. I suspect that many more of my implants are tainted, but I, at least, am functional. My mind, however, is in turmoil. The floor of irrationality veils my thoughts like a shroud, but I will cast it off. To succumb would be to concede the Xenos' victory. I will not allow it.
Aww. Okay. Now it's time for us to talk to him about Nunchus. My goodness. Because now we know Nunchus is not real. He's not he's just a floating skull that he uses to reflect.
I beg you not to pour salt in the wound, Rogue Trader. What that profane abomination did to Nuncius hurt me more deeply than all the blades he used to mistreat my body. I have been keeping a diagnostic vigil over my dearest colleague. I must complete the purification protocols to eradicate any corruption that may have infiltrated him. Thus far, however, the prognosis is optimistic. The integrity of his cogita circuits is intact.
Weekend
and
at Nuncius's.
functionality corresponds to normal measures.
Okay. I examined Nuncius personally. He cannot do the things you claim. Or maybe is this. Number 3 is the most vanilla one. Three or two? 2 or 3? 2 is the most.
I like 3.
Yep.
I am willing to suffer this gross violation of privacy if it will dispel your doubts about my colleague. Access to the logs has been granted.
Authorization received. Last available log attachment again for prestigious attachments affected. Simply a consecration of units 104's machinery in workshop Zenta 8. Since then, the logging function has been suspended. Pending litany of reactivation. Oh, so he hasn't even logged anything in it.
What? This is inconceivable! That damned Xenos must have violated the integrity of the logs! Nuncius, what has he done to you?
Oh my word. That's even worse. That's even worse than we thought. It's not even as used as a log anymore. It's literally just a floating skull.
Oh dear.
Request that the identifier Nuncius is not recognized. Unit 17401 is processing the request. Structural integrity of the logs is intact. No tampering with the cranial cogitator detected. Oh wow, this. Oh wow, okay. Right, number 3. We're gonna use logic with him. Oh my. I hate it.
Rogue Trader, you know that I have an extremely high opinion of your intellectual abilities and your personal qualities. But you are nevertheless a lay person. You have not comprehended the mysteries of the machine god. You have not studied the esoteric mysteries of communication with machine spirits. You are not versed in the principles of sacred engineering and hermetic augmentation protocols. Nuncius is a one-of-a-kind construct. He cannot be understood simply by looking at...
Okay, Aogun, what's gonna happen now?
You are right, Nuncius. I am being too hard on the Rogue Trader. The strain of that place has taken a toll on me. I ought to strive to emulate your fortitude. I will make my apologies, and then you can help me mend you.
Aogun, are you gonna repair Nuncius with Nuncius? I love this.
To my dearest colleague, Nuncius. Who else would I... But... how? No,
Oh! I broke his logic.
Me, because I can hear him.
Oh my goodness!
He is a human skull with an iPhone attached to it, Eogan.
Oh no, Aogun. No, I've broke his. Oh my goodness.
Wilson.
Wilson. Wilson. Wait. Wait. Is this one?
I'm sorry, Wilson! Wilson, I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Wilson! Wilson!
Oh, I'm adding that to my favorites. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. Oh, Twitch, clip that, please. Oh man. Oh. Oh, I can't breathe. Oh. Oh. But you know what this reminds me of? That moment also in The Beautiful Mind where somebody who's has what's the word? Not psych. Is it psychosis? Or who has yeah. Who realizes that they are having an episode because
Psychosis.
yeah, it is psychosis, isn't it? Yeah. When you realize that your brain's playing tricks on you.
Rogue trader, I do not understand. The Omnissiah has granted me a revelation, but I feel no gratitude. Only heaviness and pain. Would it be a heresy to beg him to take back this knowledge? Yes, perhaps it would. It is not Nuncius who needs repairing. No.
Oh no, 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 no.
I need time to absorb this, to ensure that I am not mistaken, and this is not another Camorra illusion. We will return to this conversation later, but for now, please, leave me.
Oh.
Rogue trader. I have considered countless combinations of possible actions, circumstances, and probabilities. Alas, thus far the most solid and predictable solution is self-destruction. Note that I am not suggesting that you take this route. However, if one were to overlook these pessimistic predictions,
Comarak is just an emotional roller coaster for all our companions.
This place is even possible, then our best bet is to seize upon the Xenos infighting. During my time as a subject of the homunculus's experiments, I came to the conclusion that pride and envy are inherent not only to him, but to his entire accursed species as a whole. The Xenos will scheme and connive. There is no question about that. The only question is, when will he be caught in his own web of intrigue? Hypothetically, that will be our chance.
Abelard? How are you feeling, buddy?
Lord Captain, I serve at your pleasure.
Haven't seen your departed wife again?
I have not seen her, Lord Captain. But there are times when I think I hear her laughing in the distance.
Oh, man.
Or I sense hands touching me, as she used to do, to distract me from my sorrowful ruminations. But I know the difference between reality and fantasy. Now I fear I shall simply have to learn to live with this ghost that appears only to me. With this vision of the past.
The thing is about this is that it's not that I fear, it is what is that I'm trying to do? This reminds me of the time when my wife had to sit in front of the surgery room for 11 hours to see if I'm going to be okay. So yeah.
I am fit and well, Lord Captain. All that remains is for us to get out of this infernal
I could only
place
imagine.
alive, return to our vessel, and then my answer to your question will be magnificent.
How do we get out of here?
I am sorry to say I do not. If we had our ship and crew at our disposal, we could be safely within its walls, conduct reconnaissance of this place, and in the end, meet our deaths in battle against the Xenos, as befits true servants of the God Emperor. However, we are deprived of our usual resources. Now we can only rely on our weapons and our wits. Perhaps the Emperor's angel might share something of what he has learned during his captivity within these walls. Discover what is on his mind, but try not to anger him. Ulfar's temper is ferocious indeed.
Know anything about this place then?
No, Lord Captain. And trust me, I hope to remain in this state of blissful ignorance until my dying day. Just knowing that this abyss exists at all is enough to poison my mind.
Oh, man. Okay. I forgot to double check on the gear, but less of everyone else.
It is possible the Xenos Iliad could tell you something about this place. After all, she is in some way related to its denizens. And she is responsible for the fact that we are here at all.
Inventory. Yeah, okay, so certainly we could actually look at our gear. Looking at you, I think the gear is the same. Monocular is correct. And we went with a hypnotizing pendant. And we have Touch of the Omnissiah. And oh, the black signet is with Cassia, I think. But yeah, we don't have Hand of Offense either. And the data loom is on someone else, I think. And we still have the Alpha's arc rifle. Oh yeah, we have the Alpha's arc rifle. But didn't we get ourselves some sort of... Okay, this goes into storage. Yeah, we could get the heavy plasma gun. Or either the Dark Marchesa and... Well, Stellar Neutronas simply better than anyone else's. All right. And do we have the marksman bracer on us anymore? Or is it on someone else? Yeah, I think it was on someone else. Okay. Grenadier's gloves it is for now. And let's pop in this med kit and another bomba. And we'll get you upgraded sooner rather than later. You are fully equipped. I think you two are most... Oh, wait. Did I put this... as your most... okay. Let me just double check Illet's gear as well. Dog tag seems decent. +5 toughness.
Hello, it's been while. By the way, I am still learning fighting game combo for this game called Melty Blood Lumina. I am still learning character combos little bit, but I have fun learning.
Melty Blood! You've invoked an old sacred name I have not heard in a while. Melty Blood certainly is an old name. Overseer. Okay. No, okay, we're already in the this, so probably dog tags then. Oh, where's my boots? Did I not get my Psyker boots? Ornament, Duelist gloves, Noble Silk gloves, Recoil gloves, Redemption gauntlets, Riposte is I guess we could use this for now. Okay, I'll keep this as is.
I am new beginners for 2D pixel fighting game, but I am still learning, and I have played a lot 2D fighting game like Samurai Showdown and Marvel vs Capcom Superheroes Clash.
Well, it's good to know that you've it's good to know that you're trying something like Melty Blood. Melty Blood's an old game. It's a fun game to try, certainly. Not the most beginner friendly, but it is. I'm not sure how. I can't remember how input dependent the abilities you need to be good at for Melty Blood. But yeah, Melty Blood's it's a classic, certainly.
Let us raise our cups at Fatar, in honor of deeds accomplished and in expectation of those yet to come.
Alfar's fun. At Fatar, I hardly know her.
This is the name given on Fenris to a pack father, a commander or captain. An Edfater answers to a Jarl, the commander of a great company. Since you are the one who commands your crew, and I follow you at present, I am granting you the honored title of Et Fater.
Okay, thank you for this on. Okay, fine addition to the list, I think. Yep.
Your credentials are unknown to me, but none of them bestows greater honor than the one I have given you.
Oh my goodness. Alfar. Actually, we need to do a run with Alfar as part of a retinue as well. I do think so. But I'm not sure which one it is. It's most likely going to be the... man, we'll see. It'll depend. Because the winner of the summer event, right?
Abelard, please bring out my Cetra the Imperishable titles list.
Yes. I don't know what that's a reference of, but I do think it might be funny if I understood it. How are you planning to get out of here? Guns a-blazing?
I have had a few thoughts on that score, but don't try to pry them out of me. When the time comes, I will share them with you.
Despite its worthy attempts to play the fools, the Space Wolves cannot deceive you. Does not fully trust you and is carefully observing my reaction. Ah, okay. We got our perception test succeed. Okay, why do you devour your enemies?
Why do you think?
Okay. The Omofega is clearly involved here. The genetic gift grants the Astartes by the
Cetra
Emperor.
the Imperishable is the big boss of the Tomb Kings in Warhammer Fantasy, basically the Necrons but undead instead of robots.
I see. The organs link to the brain and stomach of a space marine, allowing you to absorb information from genetical of the flesh he consumes. Ah, Omofega, yes.
He has a massive list of titles.
I see.
Trophy congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
You are very well informed. Far more than a common mortal ought to be. Yes, it is true that I have gorged on the flesh of my enemies to reap the
Yup,
secrets
that
from
is
the
a weird trait of the
steaming
Space Wolves.
flavor of
They
their
gain
meat.
knowledge by eating people.
I have slain many Xenos and feasted on their flesh. My captors have watched me do it and taken glee in it, while I have been gathering information and planning my escape.
Tell me about your brother, Space Wolves. The Space Wolves.
Not everyone is granted the right to ask such questions. But you, I shall allow it.
You see?
What do you want to know about the Astartes from the glorious Fenris?
You see, this game is so great for beginners of in the Warhammer 40k universe. Introduces all the various little things, which begs the question: what would be the perfect bookend as a fourth DLC? Do you think? What's missing in this game currently? For me, I think the only so there are
The
two.
Leagues of Votan.
Yes, certainly. Having a Votan Leagues of Votan character would be Chef's Kiss, as well. But there's also things like orcs and Tau. So those are missing as Xeno protagonists, right? Necrons have joined us already in the Corona's Expanse, but I think Tau and Orc might be. Orcs are never out of place; they could go anywhere, right? But I think in a lore conversation heavy stuff like this game, it might feel a little bit out of place. Tau also a little bit out of place because it would be kind of like
Orcs have been known to offer their services as mercenaries.
Oh, the what's it called? Blood axes. I know about blood axes. I knew about them because I was researching them to for adding them to as part of this Purge and Deathwatch Rangers video, and Blood. Wait, Bulk and Skull. If you have a keen eye, you might see a little Blood Axis logo in the background somewhere.
Vilka Fenrika. That is our name in the old tongue of our world. We are the fiercest of the All-Father's warriors. His executioners. His retribution. Our fearless Wolf King is Leman Russ, son of the All-Father. Our world is Fenris, and our home the Fan, which rises from the world's spine into orbit. We are the thunder in the bloody storm of battle that calls to us. That is who we are.
Yo, Fenrisians is to bring wolves into everything.
You are not wrong there. Every other word out of a Fenrisian's mouth is wolf.
Okay.
Biggie, I want you to know I really want to post the full list of Cetra's titles and see if TDS breaks from it, lol.
We hold feasts the likes of which you will see nowhere else.
We'll test
thundering laughter. We raise our horns, tell our sagas, and honor our glorious fallen.
We shall test it during battle, when dialogue doesn't matter. But yeah, certainly an interesting thing to try.
Alrighty.
Yep. There's most. Okay. But so. Oh, would that mean that I Show Speed's a space wolf if he's going to?
The body of an Astartes is built to be immune to the effects of
If he's going to pick a chapter.
Invented a way around this taboo. The mjod we brew can overcome even our blood. It makes us drunk and makes our feasts jovial occasions. Mjod. You can brew it nowhere else but on good old Fenris. No other world is home to such poisonous plants.
So what's it like?
Fenris is home. A harsh land of harsh winters and harsh people. When comes the hell,
Wait, but
a fearsome season of frosts.
the narcotic?
The merciless
Okay.
world sea freezes, and great white bears, snow worms, and ice trolls go on the hunt. Then the murderous frost retreats.
It's
and
just-
boats of harpooners sail out to ply their craft, capturing sea snakes.
It's just
and
Vikings.
krakens.
Do you also get I mean, Vikings are all the rage nowadays thanks to the
Yup.
World Cup, right?
The Space Wolves brewed a horribly toxic plant that would instantly off anyone else just to get drunk because anything less won't work on their space marine physiology.
Yep. And I mean, it's like what are the narcotics of choice over in the Imperium? I know Recaf is the coffee, and Amasex the alcohol, and Low Sticks is the cigarettes.
Death sticks, lol.
Yep.
And then comes the season of fire.
Doom, doom,
Volcanoes
doom,
awaken.
doom, 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 doom,
Waves
doom,
wash
doom,
over
doom.
whole islands.
Basically
And
a song of
only the
ice and
land
fire.
of Asaheim offers salvation to those whose blood and grit win them the right to live upon it. Clan
Although-
fights clan. Crows circle over battlefields, and wolf howls rise up to the sky. That is my beloved home. There is no place in the universe like it.
Although the Song of Ice and Fire is the most far removed kind of show from, or Game of Thrones is so far removed from what's happening over in
Tell me,
Fenris.
Edfater, What is the most fearsome foe on Fenris?
Boredom. Mentally go through a list of deadliest creatures on Fenris with your thoughts. It's a little strange. Wrath Badger. Let's go with Rat Badgers. Badger, badger, badger,
rat
badger,
badger.
badger, 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 badger.
No, you are... What? Why the Wrath Badger?
The little known about it means fear. Hunters fear to encounter it, and it's the most dangerous.
Very good. I hope to tell you about the black curse of the Wolfen, but your answer wasn't bad either. Wrath Badger.
Oh, Alfar is so fun as well. Oh, why does Alfar have to suffer so much from DLC creep? So sad. So sad.
Ulfar is best BOI.
Yep. I still want to hear about the curse of the Wolfen.
The curse of the Wolfen is the most fearsome and most terrible foe on Fenris. In the heart of every brother, there lives a dark beast, bloody and forever ravenous. He hungers to kill, not for glory or duty, or his battle brothers, but solely for the sake of killing. For he who falls to that dark beast, there is no joy or thrill in slaughter. There is but dull rancor.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one you were talking about. Wait, is this the one that you were talking about when the gene seed fails? Or is this something completely different?
Yup.
Okay.
Our gene seed is unique. Lehman Ross blessed us with the Canis Helix, a genetic
Canis Helix.
gift that heightens our senses, making them sharper than those of brothers from other chapters. The Canis Helix kindles a bloodthirst in our hearts and changes our appearance to resemble the lethal wolves of Fenris.
Yes. Okay. For Space Marine chapter, you are far from orthodox.
The wolves do not take orders from outsiders. We keep the old ways, not the Codex Astartes.
Oh,
we
really?
fight in packs, and we are trained and healed by our wise rune and wolf priests. We do not find honor in adorning ourselves in laurels, but instead etch the full names of our fallen kin as a promise of vengeance, and draw strength from that promise.
What else do your wise priests do?
The Khan the Ruined Wolf once shared the mysteries of the healing potions and the secrets of magic sagas. He taught them to see the past and future in throne runes. To
Sounds like
call
psycho
down
abilities.
storms and to carve
Right,
powerful
Mana?
talismans.
The field whisper of something menacing radiating from Alfar, a necklace of various formidable looking teeth hanging around his neck. Is that a powerful charm? Your Nicholas?
The All-Father gifted you with strong intuition. This was made by Skjati Twice-Thinker. The spirits liked him, and one could feast a whole long-held winter night to the words of his saga. So keen was his mind.
So
He
what-
was my friend.
Aww. A necklace from a friend. So what do you believe in?
We believe in the great wolves. In the deadly Blackbane and fierce Drakan the Thunderwolf. In redoubtable Hagar the Mountain Wolf. And in the Bloodied Hunter. In the wolf that stalks between stars, who
And the wolf
follows
is
us
this, and the
wherever
wolf
we
is
may
that.
go. And in the uncanny two-headed Morkai, guard of the realm of the dead. Of the great wolves, some show us their favor. Others are more malign. But each teaches us a lesson. For that, we praise and honor them.
You know what I'm thinking of? You know what that quote? Within you there are two wolves. Within the space wolves there are several dozen.
The All-Father is not a god.
Oh.
He is the best of all humans. Our perfect forebear. His blood flowed through the veins of Layman Russ, and Russ's blood flows in me. Does that make me a god? My
Yes.
respect for him has no end, and I am ready to die for him. But what place does faith have here? Is the All-Father like the massive Iron Wolf, whose every tuft of fur forms a mountain on the surface of Fenris?
Those aren't friendly woodland critters, Ulfar. Those are demons.
Or is he as enormous as the Sun Wolf, which rises to hunt every morning and fills our world with light? The All-Father is not a god, but the highest of humanity. Ordinary humans struggle to grasp this. But we, his warriors and offspring, remember the truth.
Every dang thing with these people is wolf.
Yep. But question is, what is the response here?
It makes his deeds all the more glorious. Battling gods is child's play when you yourself are a god. But if you are a man... now, that is the stuff that sagas are made of.
Well, the thing is, I have my own views and thoughts about this, but I'm not going to share it on stream. I think it's kind of a personal thing. But if you're close enough to me, or if you're in personal company, then I'll talk about faith, right? But it is a topic that maybe I could visit. But I mean, like I said, man of three churches.
Ulfar Redmane. That is what my brothers call me.
Given the warrior's boastful nature, the indifference between he revealed his name is surprising. He doesn't trust you enough to disclose his true name. I understand.
Do you? And there I was, about to round off my story with a short 400-verse saga about the gifts of Lacan the Ruined Wolf. Should what I told you reach other ears, I shall take your tongue.
Okay.
What do you want to know? What brought the Space Wolves to the Expanse? Or how an Inquisitor by the name of Calcazar put out a call for aid?
The friggin' Inquisition ordered them here.
And had 2 packs deployed to the Expanse. We never trusted this ally. But a blood debt for a service rendered in the past forced our hand.
Oh, damn blood debts. Because our starters, even the Inquisition chose to make requests rather than commands, yep. Space Wolves are not known for being close allies to the Inquisition. How strange that the chapter was not sent 1 but 2 squads. Two packs, just like that. Might have taken this request seriously,
Insightful. We'd had no dealings with this Calcazar before this, and we did not trust him. 2 packs meant twice as many eyes to watch out for his games, and schemes. And then...
And then,
The Coronis Expanse is a wild hunting ground teeming with prey. And the Space Wolves will be the first to turn its snow scarlet. The Jarl decided to send the most indomitable hunters who hunger for honor and bloodshed. One pack would have fulfilled its duty for the sake of pride, but two would seek to outdo each other for the sake of glory.
literally, dibs moment. Dibs. First dibs.
He saved our brother who had lost the pack and was unable to look after himself or the chapter's honor. Calcazar returned our brother to Fenris and kept secret the misfortune that had befallen him. The Jarl knew that the Inquisitor's actions were driven by opportunism and the desire to have us mighty warriors in his debt. But honor forced him to be hospitable to the stranger and swear an oath of friendship.
Why did the Space Wolves not trust the Catalog Inquisitor? Well, I would know that
The
answer.
Inquisition. Pah. Rats scurrying around the Allfather's house and ruling it in the Master's absence. Cowards they are. The last into battle, but the first on any war council. We saw what they were worth in the months of shame.
Ah, nice. You know the story of the first war of Armageddon, in which the Space Wolves and the force of Armageddon fought off the terrifying incursion of the archenemy. The Inquisition ordered that the heinous events be covered up, and the finest mortal defenders be thrown into labor camps. And sterilized? Oh no.
Yup.
Okay, Wolves defended the erstwhile comrade evacuated many people to Fenris. The confrontation ended in a bloody massacre. Now, the courts of the Inquisition have not appeared in the Fenris system ever since. I wouldn't trust Khazar with my life. Has ideas about staying dead, speak to me without proper respect.
The All-Father bestowed him with outsized arrogance for one with such a feeble body and modest destiny.
Hee
When we arrived in the Expanse, he was insolent. But then he realized his thread was about to be cut short by the claws of my wayward brothers. That arrogant chief thought he could give us orders. But we wolves have always followed our own instincts and hunted in our own way. I wager that boiled his blood.
That must have literally releasing a pack of wolves into the Coronis Expanse.
In warm furs, the old man does shroud his body. In cloaks of secrets woven, shrouds the sly man his plans. To know his dire purpose, swallow not the words of poison, but his gristle.
Oh, it's so fun. All for yours, so fun. I love you, buddy. How do you end up captive, though?
We had gone on a raid for Xenos prisoners and fell into a trap. We had no war machines to support us, and some of our squad were wounded. So we were forced to retreat. I ordered my battle brothers to leave, but I remained behind to meet our guests. I do not know how many of the feeble wretches I slew,
Just fell out.
but
Give me a
I
second.
would have killed even more had their towering piles of bodies not hindered me in combat.
Continue.
They wounded me and captured me. They froze the joints in my armor. When they dragged me to their ship, two of my battle brothers descended upon the Xenos and tried to free me. An insane plan, but it almost succeeded. Almost. And so, there were 3 of us taken captive. And then there were 2. And then I was alone once again.
Aww. So sad. I know this is out of character. But I want to know who they were.
Their saga is one I will not sing to you. You have spilled no blood with them, nor shared with them meat unmured. Their spirits might be outraged if they knew I had sung of their deeds to a stranger.
What happened to them, at least? I want to know.
They fell.
I'm sorry they died.
Yes. So am I.
Well, your time in
These are
Comora?
dark days you are asking about, Edfater. Let my keen-edged friend be a witness. I was given to Tarvantius for his amusement. In the arenas of Comora, Astartes are a rarity. And he sent me out there to kill gladiators. Living as an inglorious butcher and a Xenos' puppet, I hated it. Every morning I made entreaties to the All-Father, and every night I appealed to Russ. I trained my body, read the
Oh my goodness, you made him read.
In the darkest moments, I recited my own saga. I recalled every battle, every wound, every brother. And that is how I survived.
My goodness.
I always survive.
First I was afraid. I was petrified. No, but seriously, you made a Space Wolf read. That is a desperate times, call for desperate measures.
Was a bleak saga, Edfater. Instinct bids me to remain silent. Such knowledge. Fenris Hilda, Edfater.
Okay, and that's that. You've moved somewhere I can't contact. I can't talk to your left anymore. Or can I? No. That's weird. Okay. Let's see if I'm okay with this. I'm going to, quick save and talk to Malice. Because I do believe we need to wait until the second part. Now. Need some equipment. Ooh. I've got a bunch of things you can get. Serrated Glimmer Blade. Okay, and Ranger Armor. Sharpshooter Boots. Sword Dancer Cloak. A bunch of these skin patches and smoke grenades. We have the Distortion, which is a new Force Sword. An Iron Shield. And a Chimus Combat Infuser. To use your attack with a weapon in this hand. Inflicts 7 levels of Toxin and the Toxic Saturation effect. Okay. Okay. Buy all available. more questions. But Malice is still alive. One of your gladiators. Okay, look at for you. Do you shelter good weapons, armor, and combat stimulants? But why? What's in it for you? There's nothing in it for me. In the Spires, plenty of things are done for no good reason, just because or for pleasure. This is Komora. Woman's pleasure here is often the only sliver between life and death. You owe me. I owe you nothing. Okay. Oh, it's just gonna give me a bunch of grenades. Okay. Let's take my leave. Does killing Malice do anything? Rogue Trader Warhammer 40k. Killing Malice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I meant, does it affect anything if you kill him after the first encounter? Hmm. Oh, I can kill him and gain control of the Shrieker's arsenal. Let's go to the Survivor's Revenge. Link here. Yep. Right. The rogue trader was tricked into fighting as a gladiator. Demand the penalty for betrayal. You can attack them and take control of the pit. If Malice is in charge, the fight is unavoidable. Ah. Okay, so right. Hmm. Interesting, get your gear back, possibly recover some companions. Agenta is in the party, Commissar is in the lead. Okay. Right. Okay. So it's about who could take control of the pit. I think right now this fight is unavoidable. Right? Attack him, as is in charge, this fight is unavoidable. Yeah. Alright. Hello. Okay. Good luck. Yeah, it does. I do believe that this fight is now unavoidable.
Woo! Into the fray we charge!
Yet another monkey to play with.
I think Yolette could do well right over here, behind cover. Let's see how far we can move Aogun. Aogun can actually be next to Yolette, so that's good. And Nuncius could be here. You can be here. Or could Alfar be? Alfar could be close. Huh. Oh wow, he's one of those guys who's like takes up a little bit more space than usual. Interesting. Yolette's going first. So let's see if she can mark a couple of folks. So stay
I
still.
am not your Xenos pet, monkey. This tedium is beneath me.
I have Hecaton.
If it serves, no weakness is hidden from my sight. I deal death with my hands.
Yep, stay still. Or do I move? Do I run away? Running.
Just designate a target.
Run and gun.
Okay, prepare for Cetra's titles.
Yes, there we go. Brap brap. Okay. This is controlled shot.
Almighty, Cetra. Great King, the imperishable, Kemrakara, the great King of Neakara, King of Kings, Opener of the Way, Wielder of the Divine Flame, Punisher of Nomads, the Great Unifier, Commander of the Golden Legion, Sacred of Appearance, Bringer of Light, Father of Hawks, Builder of Cities, Protector of the Two Worlds, Keeper of the Hours, Chosen of Tra, High Steward of the Horizon, Sailor of the Great Mighty, Sentinel of the Two Realms, the Undisputed, Begetter of the Begot, Scourge of the Faithless, Carrion Feeder, First of the Charnel Valley, Rider of the Sacred Chariot, Vanquisher of Vermin, Champion of the Death Arena, Mighty Lion of the Infinite Desert, Emperor of the Shifting Sands, he who holds the scepter, Great Hawk of the Heavens, Arch-Sultan of Atalan, Waker of the Hyero Titan, Monarch of the Sky, Majestic Emperor of the Shifting Sands, Champion of the Desert Gods, Breaker of the Ogre Clans, Builder of the Great Pyramid, Terror of the Living,
My ears are ringing.
Master of the Never-Ending Horizon, Master of the Necropolises, Taker of Souls, Tyrant to the Foolish, Bearer of Triss Holy Blade, Scion of
My
Uzurian,
creation, your
Scion of
assistance is
Neak,
required.
the Great, Chaser of Nightmares, Keeper of the Royal Herod, Founder of the Mortuary Cult, Vanisher of the Grand Hierophant, High Lord Admiral of the Death Fleets, Guardian of the Charnel Pass, Tamer of the Light King, Unliving Jackal Lord, Dismisser of the Warrior Queen, Charioteer of the Gods, he who does not serve, Slayer Offreded Traz, Scarab Purger, Favored of Uzurian, Player of the Great Game, Liberator of Life, Lord Sand, Wrangler of Scorpions, Emperor of the Dunes, Eternal Sovereign of Khemri's Legions, Sanes Chal of the Great Sandy Desert, Cursor of the Living, Regent of the Eastern Mountains, Warden of the Eternal Necropolis, Herald of all Heralds, Caller of the Bitter Wind, God Tamer, Master of the Mortis River, Guardian of the Dead, Great Keeper of the Obelisks, Deacon of the Ash River, Belated of Wakers, General of the Mighty Frame, Summoner of Sandstorms, Master of all Necrotechs, Prince of Dust, Tyrant of Araby, Purger of the Greenskin Breathers, Killer of the False Gods Champions, Tyrant of the Gold Dunes, Golden Bone Lord, Avenger of the Dead, Carrion Master, Eternal Warden of Nex Lands, Breaker of Job Spawns, and many, many more.
Indeed.
I wish Twitch didn't have a character limit, LOL.
A tactically sound approach.
Let's see if we could bash.
Yeah, Cedric is a cool guy, LOL.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Forth on Valencius! Victory is reduced to dust.
If I must.
What's this ability? Strike of Kornos. And what next? Move a little. Now, Ballard, you need to charge against. Wait, is there another dude? Oh yeah, there you are.
It will not be returned. Incomprehensible.
And we go for a charge attack. Oh man.
I will do my exemplary instruction.
More attacks. More attacks, Abelard. More.
At your very hand. You'll
Poor souls.
We got Malus. The old serpent's got his scaly ass bait. Shriekers, looks like we have a new boss. Hail the new boss. Hail. Then we have a bunch of things. Got the Shrieker's Arsenal, which is well, the flamer goes. We got the combat shotgun, serrated glimmer steel blade, Mars pattern shotgun, iron shield, headhunter's light carapace, ranger armor. Wait. Didn't we already get these? Do we get duplicates then? I guess we get duplicates. Malice's own arsenal has a last blaster and shard shotgun. Oh my! Splinter cannon, exotic two-handed range weapon with toxic burst. We've got cerebral ocular, chimeras combat infuser, and galvanic inductor. And we can survey the den. Okay. You dealt with Malice Asino's leader. Hector Gallia's one Shrieker stare at you in terror and obsequiousness. The one dares wipe Malice blood off the floor, symbol of your status. Cup. Anyone here wish to challenge my leadership? Wait, is the commissar still alive? You know, the Shriekers, the vicious predators who wait their death in the arena. Is that what Malice told you? Go lead you, I shall. Yep. Oh, okay. We can actually Malice on the commissar, right? And they will give us all. Wait, that's a weird thing because the commissar is already dead. Ah, yeah. This is the infamous. Where did he keep his? Yeah. Tell me, Malice. Do you still have something stowed away? Some extra special stash. You tear out the den into piece by piece. You can torture me. by nothing. We slit know how to shut out their sense of pain, and the suppressor has no effects on us. Okay, we don't know how to. How is your neck? Does it hurt? How about I will whip your head quick off than it met mine? Send this one to the arena to the next batch of meat. Yeah, I guess this is where the game breaks a little, right? I wonder if this will give us more things to trade.
Dogmatic LOL.
Okay, we got the Commissar's head again. We got Malice's hide. We got gas cloud grenade. We got a radiant chest plate. And a hotshot blast gun. Yeah. Goodbye.
Lord Captain.
I didn't even take my turn. I forgot what we were doing. Oh, leveling up. Okay. Hal, Kefka Palazzo. Yeah. Okay, let's slowly level everyone up. Okay, but start off with you. Your next level was going to be Galvanic Gate Mechadendrite. Galvanic Gate Mechadendrite says, for 1 round, Ergen creates an energy wall that occupies 7 cells in a straight line. Ranged attacks made by Ergen and his allies to this area deals additional shock damage. My. Okay. And then it says Logic. Next up, is level 39 for her. Captive Audience and Medicaid. Captive Audience. Blade Dancer's next attack inflicts bleeding on all targets hit. Must pass a toughness resistance test. Immobilized by Captive Audience got its full cover. Oh, okay. So they turned this whoever we attack into uh, full cover. Okay, interesting. And it is Medicaid. Medicaid. Have a huge Medicaid test. Okay. With that, the next character I want to upgrade is Ulfar. Ulfar's level 39 is entrenched in athletics. Entrench. Entrench is soldier immediately spends all their AP and MP in game plus 30% bonus cover efficiency. And the next time the soldier uses run and gun, they gain back all their spent AP and MP plus 1 additional AP. So we entrench first. Okay, so we go entrench, then run and gun to reset the cooldown of all other soldiers' abilities. Interesting. And yep, athletics. Earlet. Is technical knowledge and awareness. Operative removes -1 exploit from each enemy. Yep. And I think it's awareness. Abelard. And it's yep. Sanctic powers. Okay, here's the interesting thing, right? It's kind of sus to give him sanctic powers, isn't it? Because it's about the Emperor. And the way the guide thinks about it is that maybe he worships the Emperor as a warp god of some sort. I don't know. A chaos god. Number 5. Yep. And lower warp. Because now we have word of the Emperor.
I mean, there is the fan theory that the Emperor has become a chaos god by now.
Yep.
A chaos god of order.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hooray! And we have Emperor's Executioner. What's the other thing that I have for him? If we go to archetypes.
Living saints are born from faith in the Emperor and channel his power. They are basically demons.
Yeah. The same happens if the character is stun prone. Yeah. Character applies a blinded, slowed, fatigue, reflex, or disturbed effects when random enemy within 5 cells also gain that effect. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, contagion, debuffs upon debuffs, and weaken his heart. Wait. Yep. Suffers more damage. Okay. And then we'll go with the comprehensive analysis as the next thing. Yeah, but we'll figure that out later. Okay. And over here we could use Shield of the Emperor maybe. To the start of the cycle's next turn. Increase deflection and armor. Man. Okay. Yep. Interesting. Interesting build this is. Okay. Not quite the other build, which is called Save Idira. Well, Save Idira is interesting as well. It is basically the same as this build, but it will be yep, a Voidborn Psychotelepath. Which is going to be... But the thing is, changing him into a Voidborn does make it a little bit sus. Yeah. And I don't like him that way. Yeah, never mind. Alright, I'm gonna go and see if there's other things I could do with this, because now we have an extra accept. I want to see if there's actually a way for us to recruit one more dude, or find Cassia and recruit her. And whether if it's still available. Oh, there's a beggar. Is that a dead beggar? The thing is, the worm churns here. It says full of products of strange and dangerous experience. All would take a small out of sabotage. Right. So there's probably a way for us to sabotage something within the anatomical opera.
Oh yeah, and there is the Legion of the Damned, which are a legion of ghost space marines that just kinda show up randomly, fight heretics, then vanish.
Damn. Servantias, will you unlock something else for me? Or will I be able to speak to you up here? Marazai? Is that monkey that caused of your place in the Archon side? Marazai's eyes fly with turquoise fires at the sight of you. Immediate uncontrollable urge to kill. Careful with that meat of arena, Marazai. If Sinistora is short on toys for her fighters, you'll be punished again. Seems she enjoys pitting you against Chimera. Maybe this time she won't be deemed necessary to give you back your skin after you slay them all. The motionless Marazai turns his head toward his skin. You notice a thin red stripe on his neck below his ear, like a thresh stitch. Shaking with barely contained rage, the former Drakon stares with you with dark eyes. Here's the thing. Snap the eludicator shut and address Marazai in Gothic because he speaks Gothic. Your kin do not seem overly fond of you, do they? This witch cultist scum is not my kin. Half-borns like Abbess belong here in the filth of the chasm. Saw what happened at the trial. You were tricked. Cervantes' creation must have been a low-grade imitation, and the mirage did not completely overwhelm you. Even if what you say is true, what is it to you? You're trapped. I'm trapped. We can help each other. You help me. Why would the quarry help the hunter? What do you expect me to believe that? Yep. Oh, so you like the stump of being at the beck and call of this rabble? Are you afraid you won't give you back your skin next time? That's such a Kefka thing to say. I can't say no to that. Clicks his tongue in irritation and rears back before he can respond. Maybe makes an impatient gesture. I'm tired of listening to you two in primitive babble. Enough, we must go. Oh my goodness. And off we go. Cervantes. Good materials, bring me more. Interesting composition. I'm willing to pay for it. Okay. Augmentation service. Okay. Right, we could re-augment. Wait. This is the Saphadira. No. Great Pyromancer. And the Chaos Warlock build requires operative hollow ocular insertion, Assassin neural graft, Okay. And neural system graph assassin. Not quite. Cerebral inverter. Weapons damage is calculated using intelligence instead of strength. And do we have Hand of the Cursed? No. Anything for the leg? Phase oscillator. Do we have a phase oscillator? No. Galvanized. Let's look at Abelard. Companion builds. Abelard says focal emitter. We don't have a Mach 2 yet, right? Yep, Abelard deals 5% more damage to each ally still in combat within the 3-cell radius versus... no, we could go with Mach 1 instead. User performs single target attack using target in 3-cell radius. They make a shot with this augment immediately after. Okay. And then we give him a galvanic carapace. Do we have a somatic insertion? There we go. Single melee attack causes chain lightning. Yep. And then for his cortical insertion, is a telemetric logic analyzer. Is that available? No, we probably want the Mach 2. Yeah. I think that's probably going to be it. Because the Mach 1 reduces the willpower, right? Next weapon attack. No, well, we don't want this. Okay. What about Kybella? Cabela! Where is she? I found Aegon first. Let's make sure that, yes, everything. Kinetic force conduit, analytic system. No. What about somatic? Look, no integrated sealing. We don't have that. No. Or do we? Subdermal compensator. Neural system graft. Subdermal compensator. No. Cerebral inverter mock operative. Do we have that another one of these left? Oh wait, does he not? Oh my goodness. But weapon damage calculated using intelligence instead of strength, perception instead of weapon skill. Those characteristics are higher. This is not a very useful item at all, right? Not unless we wanted to give him both swords. Where's the is it remote revitalizer that I mock officer? That's correct. Modified Magna Rail Lance. Yep. We don't have a modified Magna Rail Lance yet, so maybe we could just equip this for now. Until we have a better Magna Rail Lance. Yep. Musa Skeletal is a grab core circuit. There we go. One stack of anti-grav charge for each cell they move. Number of stacks of the user becomes 3. Move and gain +1 stack of potential. Okay. Use Spur's MP movement points reduced by 2. And you could use its ability to instantly gain more movement points. Okay, so basically, he needs to move move a lot more, because moving actually grants him stuff now.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Why did you quarrel with the witches? Lately, they've been shown arrogance and disrespect towards me. They want to rise in the eyes of the Archon and belittle me. They rank the tasteless flesh stands above my art. They come to my abode to gawk at my treasured secrets. Time the chasm was reminded they witches too can bleed. About the arena. Witches rule the arenas. This is the way of the spires. The little brides of our dead gods. They are enter the arena, the crowd with ecstasy, but this is a rare sight. Typically, their fosterlings, the bloodstained proselytes, oversee their butchery. They are best killers and athletes who serve the cult. Such arrogant upstarts have been undefeated far too long. When Sinistora reigned over the cult of the Fire of the Thirst, the proselytes was been more respect, but the senior succubus has been withdrawn to the shadows. Now the Kikaros reign the arena, and Tazara lead the raids. An insolent hag, a presumptuous non-entity, a perfect match as soon as Tazara drew her final breath. Kikaros' ambitions doubled. She became utterly insufferable. Okay. Last time I saw Marazai. What is he doing there? Your memory must have been weakened by Delira's influence when controlling Worm. The Archon's court condemned him. That brazen, ambitious, and woefully impudent whelp. Cast down for Dracons with the Cabal, but earned the good graces of the witches of the Fatal Thirst, the very first sight in the arena. He was invited to join the finest, the blood-stained proselytes. Some say he was involved in the death of the succubus Tazara. If so, Marazai may be disappointed by his reception in the ranks of the cult. So your connection? My servants' hobbits meet in the chasm, deliver their bloody performances. I improve into the augments. You must be the most powerful Dukari in the chasm. Yep. Let's stroke his ego a bit more. Not just the chasm, the entire cabal of the Raving Tempest. I see. I must take my leave. Right, I do believe, but I'm not sure.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Oh, there's more goods here that I didn't spot the first time. And anything else? Minions. Okay. And it is the chasm. Go win the arena battle.
Min onions.
Yep. Oh, speaking of min onions, right? I was thinking about coming up with a rival chaos
see. Oh yes, they
because I wanted to create a kind of a JoJo equivalent of stands for the Space Marines, but I think it will be super heretical for Space Marines to be able to use powers of the warp unless they were Grey Knights. So I made an alternate universe of the Space Marines as Grey Knights. And then I made it so that they had to fight some members of the Emperor's stepchildren. And it was led by Lord Exuberant Magentus. As the opposite of all the brothers, Rosea's brother, Umbra, brother, yeah. And under his one of the rivals of Brother Citrius was Brother Apollonius, right? Who was a noise like a Lord Cacophonous noise marine, right? Who leads noise marines, and he keeps and Brother Citrius keeps calling him apple onions. Because, get it? They're opposites, apples and oranges. Get it? Get the layered joke off my friggin' puns?
At the Determined Tag, you successfully redeemed Bonk for 10 LP.
get my sophisticated joke? And there's other characters too. Like one of the other characters is a foil to Roseus, which is a demonette called Thornelia. And I went on like a design binge, right? JoJo stands are named after songs. For Roseus, his song is "Jump" by Van Halen, and for Thornelia, her stand ability is called "Every Rose Has Its Thorns." I have been on an absolute tangent.
I feel obligated to. At the Determined tag, you successfully redeemed Bonk for 10 LP.
For
But it's great, LOL.
And there's just a bunch of various different stand names. Brother Viridius. Brother Viridius. Stan's name is Firestarter. And he's a purifier. Brother Lividus. Oh, this is my favorite. Brother Lividus, right? Has Blue Monday as his as his stand name, right? And his counterpart in the his rival in the whatchamacallit faction, his rival in the friggin' Emperor's Stepchildren is Tormentor, who goes by the name Gaudius. You know, so instead of Lividus, that he is the Gaudius is in Gaudy, and his stand name is, what is his stand name? It was so clever as well. What's the song called by? There was a song called Joy. The song by Joy Division. Thyrsus of Woe, and his Christmas strife awaits you. The bloodstained Prolesterites will face the Pacific decay of the killers of the Cabal Poisonous Whispers. Challengers who have survived the one fight. And the thing is, Blue Monday was written by the same folks who then split and become Joy Division. I was overthinking this way too much. Basically. And there is a sorcerer by the name of Lord Albus as well, who makes a foil to Umbra. And Umbra's role has changed from the literal edgelord. Oh, dead. I can't hear you. Oh yeah. Okay, super broken.
Let's see how to dismember you properly.
I will revel in your pain.
Okay, I do believe I've broken this, right? What I was supposed to do was try to convince what is this? Enter the portal. I'm not sure if I've screwed this up and made it so that Marazai can't join us anymore. Okay. I think I'll need to save this battle for another day. Right? I need to lie down and rest a little bit and test how I'm feeling. Right. First off, before we end things.
Alright, time for more Cetra names.
Sorry, I need to actually end the stream.
I am joking.
Yeah, but first off, these are, if you are at any, just one final reminder that group stages start in a few hours, about 4 hours. So go and vote once it's up on my channel. Who is going to be Chun-Li, Kimberly, Laura, or Falk. Your choice. Top 2 advances to the next stage. I'll keep you guys updated, and the next day will be Group B. So just go ahead and do that. Will one of the underdogs win? I mean, the only problem with these guys is that Falk has the unfortunate. It's just the nature of seeding, you know. Falk has the unfortunate the thing of being in a group with the biggest baddies, of course. Yep. But most likely Chun-Li's gonna pass, and I don't know whether if it's going to be Kimberly or Laura who's going to take second place, which is going to advance to the next round. But okay, anyways, it's now time for us to go to the whatchamacallit, member screen. Can I even go to the member screen from here? No, here it is. Thank you, Apilux, Manta, Chris Burton, Talenton, Yellonak, Brosant, and Ozark Green members. At the time of streaming, watch bits early, cool badges and emojis for whenever you comment. Otherwise, don't forget to like the video if you enjoy it, subscribe if you want to see more, click on the bell to get notified for when I go live, and if you want to join the membership program, check out the membership by clicking the join button down below. And that's going to be it for today. Thanks for being here, Manta. And it's me. I'm Biggie, and I'll be back.
Have a good day, Biggie and all.
See you guys in a bit. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be on the wheelchair. If not, I'll be still be on the bed. But that will all depend on how my body's treating me. It's me, I'm Biggie, and I'll be back. See you guys in a bit. Have a good day, Manta.